So now for the reports, you need to go under files. You need to go to report viewer. Okay. And then click on new report definition file. And then in report what and all you want. For example, you want only alarms to be in the report, or you want the system events, and then you want any archive values in the report. So all that you can select whichever you want in the report. So for example, now I'm going to select alarm message list, chronological event list, and archive values. So whichever you want, you can select. If you want only alarms, you can select only alarms. Okay. And then click on OK. Automatically, if you have installed report builder, it will get opened and everything will be imported here. So you can see alarms, then CEL archive is there. So this format, alarms and chronological event list, if you're okay with this format, you can leave it. Otherwise, you can change in the which all columns you want, which and all you don't want. Now I'll just show you one of the editing for archive values. Okay. So I will create a tabular wizard for archive values. So insert table, table wizard. So I want only the archive in the tabular format. So I will just select this archive, go next. So I will make such that I want all the names in the row and then the values in the column wise. Now it is the reverse. So for better reading and understanding, so let's make grouping properly. Okay, so what you want as groups, sorry, rows, and what you want in columns. Okay, so usually in columns you have to put the variable names. So I'm going to select and drag it to the column, all your variables. And usually the rows I want the timestamp. And then under values I will put the value. Okay, so it's like in every column you'll get your variables which you have to be reported, logged in the report, and then in the row it will show you the timestamp. So once you have created, you can click on next. Again, if you want to do any summation and all, you can do. Otherwise, you can remove it, and then you can see here. This you'll get timestamp. Here you'll get variables. At the end, you'll get the sum of those variables if you want. And also, you can do some formula. This is a kind of a customized report. You can do it through report builder. If you want to take the average of your values, if you want to take the summation of your values, or if you want to do the difference between any two values and show it in the next column. So all kind of calculations and customization can be done in the report builder based on your requirement. Okay, so I'll just delete the old one and I will add this. Where is that? I think here it is. Wait. Okay, so I just bought it here. So this archive values is nothing but the historian that you created. So those values will be logged in the archive. So now let me put archive value first and then alarms and this one. I'm just doing the editing. Okay. So first I'll get the archive values, then the alarms, and then chronological event list. So I want to provide a page break between archive and alarms. So I want the alarms to come in the new page, archive in the new page. So let's create a page break between these two. So for that, you can just select the alarms, right click, go to body properties. So you should go to right click, text box properties. Second, visibility, not this. So for that, to add a page break, you need to draw a rectangle. So where is this shape? Huh. Draw a rectangle for this. Go to the rectangle properties. So draw a rectangle on where you want to add the page break. Then go to right click, rectangle properties. Yeah, here is the properties. Here you can see page break. So you give page break as start. Okay, so if you want to give page break, draw a rectangle, go to the properties window, and then you give the page break as start. So like this, you can give the page break wherever you want. So we can also try the same thing here. Go to insert rectangle. So this is how you give a page break. Understood? Any doubt how do we create the RDL and import the values? How did we come to report builder? See, for example, you keep logging, okay? That is your requirement. This is not compulsory. This is the beautification of the report. Whatever you want, you can do customization. For me, why page break is requirements? For example, there are like kind of archive values. It's keep on coming. So it will be difficult for you if you get immediately the alarms look wise. So if you get alarms from a next page, it looks neat. That aspect. So aesthetic point of view, you are adding page break. Otherwise, it is not required. Okay. See, for example, you have like 10 pages of report. Your 5 pages, your archive is there. Fifth page, half your archive will end. So immediately, if next alarm starts, maybe it doesn't look good or you might get confused. Your alarms is only one page. So maybe I can start from the next page. Next whole page, I'll finish my alarms. So like that, just for the beautification, you will add. Otherwise, it is not required. So just to have a fresh start from the new page. Okay. So I'm just showing how what and all editing you can do inside the report builder. And again, when your archive values keep repeating in every page, if you want this timestamp and variable heading to be repeated in all the pages, that also you need to do some setting. So what you have to do is you need to enable the setting repeat header columns on each page. So for that, you can just select this. Sorry, go to Tablix property. So here in general, you will have this repeat header columns on each page. So what will happen? So if you have like 10 pages of your archive values getting logged, because maybe you might be giving 5-second log, 10-second data logging. So the values keep increasing as the time goes. So that time, if you want the first row heading like time, variable 1, variable 2, variable 3 to be repeated, so you can enable this property repeat header on each page. Understood? Why do you do this? Repeat header on each page. Correct. The heading, so that even if someone suddenly opens the third page, he should be able to know which what is he reading, which variable is he reading. Okay. So like this, you can add multiple columns and you can also do formulas inside. Okay, if you want to do any, you can add columns, you can add rows next to it. You can also, if you want to do any formula, you can go to the expression. Okay, there are so many mathematical operations. You can do the what you say formula to it. Okay, so you can refer this report builder, some any videos. There you can get to know, get some ideas if you want to do. If you want, usually in reports people ask for some mathematical aggregates, right? They want the average of certain value, they want the sum of the certain value, they want to compare between 2 days or 2 hours. So those things and all aggregate, you can do it here. Okay, under expression. Clear? So like aggregate previous value, first value, all that you can do it. So once you have done all the customization in the report, you just save it. Okay, save and then you close it. Now you need to create a switch screen function for this report. Okay, so for that already we had created a button, right? Where is the screen report? Sorry, navigation. So we have already created switch screen report. So go to that function, switch screen report, double click on it, select report, click OK. So now you need to choose the RDL file, report definition file that you created. So go to this three dots. So whatever you created, it will come here. So just select it, click on OK, and then you have to do read data sets from file. So you can you see whatever we had selected in the report, everything has come here. So now you can do all the editing from here. Okay, so go to the time filter, So instead of relative time period, we will use absolute time period. What do you mean by absolute time period? No, for example, whenever I click on the report button in my navigation, it will ask me to choose from when, from and to time and date. So whichever you choose, it will show you the data only, that one. So which you can put any time filter. Okay, if you want, you can put relative time filter or absolute time filter. Absolute time filter, if you give, so whenever you open, it will ask you the time and date. Once you feed, it will start showing the report from that date and time. Okay, so for that, you click on edit. One second, you just delete this. You add new time filter, you choose absolute time range. Okay, then if you want, you can do preset, means whatever you set it will come, or you can choose propose current date and time. So it will ask you, then you can give. See, it is not compulsory that you have to do what I'm showing only. There are so many options, whichever you want you can choose. So if you don't want time filter, you want report throughout, then you use no time filter. So if you give absolute, then whichever you want, you can it, you have to define it. If you give relative time, this one, so that also you can define here. So or you give from which date and time. So whichever filter you want, you can choose. So as of now, I will choose absolute time filter, propose date and time. So this filter you're creating to whenever you click on report button in the navigation pane, it will ask you to choose the date and time. Okay. So this part is done. Now we'll come to the data sets. Go to archive, click on edit. Okay. And then again here, you need to choose what are values you want from archive. So click on add. So you need to choose all your variables, paste. So whichever variables you want in the report, click on them, click on paste, and then click OK. So all these variables will come in the report. So whatever you have created in the archive, those will reflect. And then click on OK. Then next we'll go to alarm message list. So in alarm message list, we have something called equipment groups. So equipment groups means if you want to segregate your alarms into groups and class. So based on your severity of alarms, if you want to categorize them, then in AML, you can go to edit. So here again, what and all you want the type of alarms to come, historic data, equipment modeling. So all that you can create. Okay. Otherwise, you can leave it so you'll get all alarms. So next in chronological event list, again, like what and all events you want to occur. So here you can choose always show system messages in the list. And then again, historic data, maximum how many data you want. So I'll say 100. So like this, you can do all the filtering. So you can just go through everything and do whatever you want. So once everything is done, click on OK. So now this is all done. Let's save. So let's see how the report is going to come. So let me reload. So I'm going to click on report. So can you see? I had given that absolute time filter with date and time, right? So that's how it showed. So let me take from today's date. Time I will give as today 12:11 a.m. only, or from yesterday. Let's give and see what will happen. 11 to today. Uh, so 15, 16 I'll give okay. So can you see? So alarms is there, chronological event list is there. I think we had to take the other one, not RDL back. From first you have, no? So you see first archive, then I had given the variable timestamp. So accordingly it has come. I think something wrong. I think we have to choose the other one. Yes. Mm, 1 second. Actually, we had given 5 second, no? Let's see, where is that? 5 second I had given. Well, you can give anything because when I created archive cyclic scan, I have given 5 second. No, you remember yesterday? Yes, yes, you can edit here. That's what I told you in the properties. Wait 1 second. Before that, I feel what I imported it was the wrong RDL file. Where is the files report viewer? I have to choose this one. I think I chose this. Let me show you. Where's the functions? Reports. Okay. Let me choose this. Yeah, so archive, edit. So here, no, I think you can't edit from here. It should be edited from where the archive that you created. You remember yesterday historian we created. There only you need to edit. You can't edit here. Hmm. You do one thing. You create another archive for 15 minutes and add variables from that archive. So when you do archive, add here, if you have done 10 sets of archive, all the 10 sets will get displayed here. Then you choose the archive from where you have taken 15 minutes. 1 5. So in your report, you will get that only. Clear? Okay. So you see, we had done the editing. No, we want first the timestamp, then that variable, and then temperature. So you can also do the editing. Instead of this name, I want my own name. See, if you see this looks odd. So we can do editing from the report builder. You want columns to be occurred, rows and columns. You can do that editing also. Again, if you want print, create PDF or time based. Where is the next alarm? So we have done like till today, no? So every 5 seconds, a lot of data is there. So you can see alarms has come in next page. Next CEL. So you can see page break has occurred for both. Understood? Uh, if you want to do any editing again, go back to this report viewer, open this RDL. For example, you want to make rows and columns. So you can go to text. You want to give borders, you can give borders also. So here you can either you can add, if you do a variable alone, then all the variables will come one after the other. Otherwise you can add one group. There you can link the variable with your own name. So there are multiple ways you can do it. Okay, so there is also way to give border and all. So there is this border width, border see border is given none, so I'll give solid. So there is border now. So like this, you can check what are all the properties available. So like this, you can give and do the editing. If you want the color, background color for your table, for example, I want only for the first row. Wait, gray color I'll give. That's font color. Okay, okay, I wanted background color. Like this, you can do the modification of your reports. Okay. Any doubt?
Yeah, formulas. Hello,
Yes.
ma'am. I have a doubt that we can also insert formulas.
Yes. I told you
Ma'am,
no, right click
mhm.
expression and give your expression here using any of this. You want, for example, variable 1 plus. You need to choose from here another variable from here. Sorry, where is it? So if you've added multiple variables, you'll get it. So usually all those variables that you added here, no, It will be under data sets. Okay, where is this? From here. So you can add the expression. Where is this? So you have like so many mathematical operations. So you can write the formula here. You want to do comparison. You want to do aggregate. First row or max of two values. You can see the examples from here. Syntax. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Once you modify, you can save it. And then again, here also you save. You just reload your report. Sorry, project. So you can see that whatever modification we did, that borders and all, everything has come. Clear? Here also, if you want to change the color, put the border, it can be done. So whatever the time, what is it, dot data logging time you want to change, you have to change it from here only. Click on this text archive, right click, edit archive. From here, you need to change instead of 5 seconds. If you want 1 minute, you can click on OK, save it, reload. Let's do from 11, 16. Can you see this 5 second only coming up? Yeah, 1 minute. Okay, we are done. Any doubt? Just a minute, 5 minutes. Hello? Yeah, you were asking something. Correct. Time based, is it? Yeah, yeah. So that's what I was telling yesterday regarding what do you say? Time control. Okay. Can you see here time control? Yesterday we saw somewhere, no? Hmm. So go to time control. You add. Hmm. Yes, yes. Same only. Go to time. Okay. Time control here. So here no function is there, no. So click on the function. Select that function that we created. Okay. Click OK. And now execution day. You want cyclic every? 12 hours you told, no? Or whatever. See, there are so many options. Cyclic from that day on means you need to select what is the day. Here, start time and then interval. Let's say, okay, from that day, every how many hours or minutes you want. Otherwise, you have one more option. Sorry. Yeah. So here you need to choose. Why is not get selected? How you want. Cyclic from that day on, cyclic on that day, or from that day, like that you can choose and give the start time and interval. And again, whether you want report of all the days or you want only from Monday to Friday, all that you can choose. Okay, then save it. Then you have to go to one function, create one button in the reports or anywhere wherever you want. Where is reports? Create one button, and then, sorry, you should make that first function here. New function. Where is reports? Report. Export or this one. Report viewer, export or print. Click on OK. And then how you want the report. You want as PDF or Excel. Okay. You can choose that. And then name how you want, where it want to be saved. So that and all you can choose. And so here you have to do that setting again if you're doing time based report. Okay. For, I mean, to export it. Understood? Whatever we did that, no? Sorry, here. This RDL file, click OK. And then do this, do all the editing that I showed and click OK. And then OK. So then you can export that. Clear? If you want every yes, or yeah, you have to click it if you want to print. Otherwise, with this time based only, it will get saved in that place actually. This report name. So with this time based, actually there will be a path where you want to give. Like usually it will be your project where you have saved. There every that time it will get generated. If you want to print it based on your requirement, you can put a button. Otherwise, time based not required. Okay, sir.
Yes, ma'am, one question.
Hmm.
Can we trigger our report by any digital input or
Variable.
this not?
Yes,
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 yes.
yes. You can do that.
How?
So here there was this button. We gave function, right? Mm, where's the function for the You can press this button, no? That is also not required. Either you can do it through button or time based variable. Let me check. Where is reports? I think we can do it. Let me check. Otherwise, you can do it through the button by pressing it whenever you want.
Okay.
Any other doubts? Any doubt with respect to the reports?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so we are almost done with the major topics. Rest all like it depends on how you design your screens and projects and all. So basic how to use all the tools and properties I have shown. So probably you have to do hands-on and then understand. Okay. So you can see there if you want combo box also that option is available. If you want for any particular feature, mainly for recipe and all this combo box will be useful. So you can use the combo box. You want sliders, which slider and all. If you want to set any values, analog value or set point or something, you can use in report and all. If you want to do navigation next page, you can add the navigation. So like this, you can see what are all the features available. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. If we want to create password or on any value, that how
On
we create?
value.
Yes. Entry value.
Okay, then that's what you have to first use user create user groups. Okay. And then create users. So we'll give as admin. So here how many authentication levels that you can define. can create one more. Then you can go to users, create new user. So what type of user he is, administrator or power user or just a normal user. So you give password, confirm. So you want that user to be in which group. So all that you can do the setting. So it is having some specification, I guess, for the password. So let's see. Like this, you can create users, and then you can define here. So you will have some functions related to user administration also. So you can just go through that. User administration. So you can create a button for change password, change user. So what you have to do is, like, when you're logging in through one user, it will ask for password, then only you will be able to edit. So you can decide that with the authorization levels. Okay. So log in with dialog, log out. You can use these functions and give the buttons in the home screen or anywhere. So when he'll be able to edit, he should not be able to edit that value. So let's go to variables. So for example, I'll go to temperature. So here, so if you had remember when we created users, it asked for authorization levels, no? So that level you have to choose. And then here also you need to set those authorization levels. So they will be able to access only those screens. Okay. Do you remember, sir, when we created users,
Yes.
it asked for authorization level here, no? So you can give here like that how many levels you want, you can add. So admin, I'll give more power. So then go to the variables. Here also you can choose which power you want, like that. Okay.
Okay.
So everything will be usually under properties. You need to just check the options. Okay. So, and we have the buttons and standard function in order to show login, log out users. Okay. Any other doubt? If you want to export only alarm active alarm list, or if you want to export only acknowledgement alarms, so all those options are there. You can add whichever is applicable for you. Okay. So this basic part is done. So if you have any doubt, you can ask. So for more small like more information, you can always go to help. This is a very good documentation. And also if you go on YouTube, you can type Zenon Zenon tutorial, Zenon Scada tutorial. It has small 1 minute 2 minute videos on all these topics that I discussed, so you can go through that also for better understanding. So you can see here. So the help document also is very good. You can go through it. You can also go through the videos that I told you on YouTube. Yes, sir. You someone raised your hand. Sorry. Any doubts?
Madam,
Mm.
hello.
Yes, yes.
Madam, how to import image?
You want to input image to your SCADA?
Yes, yes, yes. In Zenon.
Okay. Um, Nothing is there in home. Huh? Okay, home, nothing was there. Motor we had done. Okay. Where is motor? Hmm. Think here only in general symbol library. Elements, numeric, dynamic, SVG. There is the option elements, WPF, SVG. No. Yeah, so if you want to add images, you have to add a button, and to that button you have this graphic files, no, GIF animation you can fill. So where is this graphic file? Consider, let's do see where it is. I'm not done. Let me try once. I don't know what is this image. I'll just randomly add it. Okay, this is some of our office group photo. Let me just try it. Okay. So did you see?
Yes, ma'am.
Just
Yes,
add a
ma'am.
button, and through the button you need to add it. Okay. Go add a button, under
Uh,
button fill, just come down under graphics, you need to choose it.
Ma'am, one more thing.
Hmm.
Can you please repeat one more time that user topic?
User, huh? Okay.
Yeah, I want to create different users with different permissions.
Okay.
For example,
First create
one user
user
is an
groups.
operator. Okay.
First create user groups, and you can also define authorization level for the user groups. 0, 1, 2. I think there's up to uh,
Okay.
127 authorization levels. Okay. Then
Mm.
create users inside the user group. What is the name of the user? How many authorization levels you can give it to that user? And then he belongs to which user group, whatever you created. And whether power user can create or edit other power user logged, those things you can see here. Okay, so first create user and user groups, define the authorization levels for them, and then you can go to the variables. For any particular variable for editing feature you want, you can go to that variable, go to authorization or e-signature and define it. Otherwise, you, for example, you want for a screen, so usually like trend screen, you think trend screen, start function, display, screen, general, screen type. Let's go inside any one of the screen. So here, if you want, when you click the button, for that you can give actually here. So based on what interlocking is there here. So apply authorization properties from a variable or just like that. So here you can define. So only if that user is having the authorization level that you have defined, then he will be able to open it. Otherwise, it will ask you for a password.
No, ma'am.
Sometimes
Actually, what
when you
I want.
click, hmm, okay, let's create one, but this one, okay, what do you say, login and log out, and I'll show you. You want to create different users, right? Hello.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So I've created two users. Now let's put some buttons. Sorry, let's see what I have selected here. Function of where logged in and can create, edit, and delete users and user group. Let's see how it's working first. So what is the name we give? Invalid username. Oh, sorry. It's capital or small. Okay. So it'll get logged. You have to wait for certain time or system is logged. So you need to just check capital user one password. Okay, like this you need to see now system will be logged. I will not be able to do anything. You understood how we create users and all?
No, no,
Here you didn't see how to create users.
no. Here I see.
Can you see here? First we
Yes,
have
yes,
to
ma'am.
create user groups. Okay. Let me create one more. You define how many authentication authorization levels you have to give. Okay. Next, you need to create users. Left side. Give some name. For example, I will give ABB1. So, what kind of user he is? Power user or administrator or normal user? So, you can decide. And again, which user you want as a default user or login user. So, that also you can decide whether you want ABB1 as your default login or you want none. All that you can do it. Okay. Then give the password here. Are you able to see, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Mm, right. Like this, you need to create, and we saw the levels. No, there you need to define. Okay.
Okay,
So I think we are running out of time. I'll be closing it. So if you have any doubts, maybe you can come back. Once you start doing, you will get doubts. So I insist you all to please practice so you get doubts and you can ask me. So you can go through the help and the video